Hello, and welcome back to another Lolita dress review. In this video, we'll be taking a look at Loyal Rosette by Angelic Pretty. This dress comes in 4 different cuts: an OP, a JSK, a salopette, and a skirt, in the red colorway, the green colorway, the blue colorway, and the brown colorway. It also comes in a special set in all 4 colorways, but I couldn't find a picture of the blue one for some reason. Today we'll be taking a look at both the OP in blue and the special set JSK in red. One of the first things I wanted to make note of while reviewing this dress is that I actually don't have the bow that is seen on the neck of the dress. I bought this secondhand, so unfortunately with that comes some missing pieces here and there, so sorry about that. But looking up top, you will see that there are a lot of buttons up here. If you had the bow, you probably wouldn't see all of these, but because I don't have the bow, it actually does have a lot of buttons that I didn't notice at first. So again, taking a look at this OP, this is a long-sleeved OP, so as we look at the entirety of the sleeve, the cuff says Angelic Pretty on it, which is very nice, in a bit of a burgundy and gold color. And there's the cuff on the other side. Since we're already on this side, we can take a look at the waist ties, which are pretty much exactly the same as those cuffs, same burgundy color and gold for the Angelic Pretty text. Goes up and makes a belt sort of along the waist, and the other waist tie is right here. Same as on the other side, of course. And you'll see it more easily on the back, but these waist ties are attached with some buttons, so they can be removed if you need to wash the dress, or if you don't like waist ties. The same design can be seen right here going along the print of the dress in between the rosette designs that we see, which we'll of course take a closer look at the end of the video. But you can start to see some of that print right here, and it's really elegant, and it goes so nicely with the plaid on the back. Towards the bottom, you can see sort of like a crown and some like leopard print. The crown has like fleur-de-lis on it, and there's a bunch of different colored gems, and the spots on this colorway are black for the leopard print. And of course, there is the custom crown-themed lace at the bottom with AP in between the crowns. Here is a full look at the front of the dress. So as you can see for the OP, the back of the dress is opened with a zipper, so there is no sharing, and you should be mindful of that. Here are the buttons that you can see that you can use to remove the waist ties. I think there are 4 different options, so you can adjust the length as you see fit. So I just use the tightest options myself, and as you can see, if you look closely, you can see that there are a couple extra slots for buttons if you would like to use those instead. Other than that, the print on the back of the dress is more or less exactly the same as it is on the front in the repeating pattern. And here is a full look at the back of the dress. Now, usually I would go straight into the print, but I think I'm just going to go ahead and show you the other colorway and cut up the dress first, and we'll do the print afterwards. So looking at the top of the dress here, you can see that there are these really nice buttons, gold buttons on the top part of the dress with these little like shield-like designs. And once you get to the waist, there's this little bow, not as big as usual Angelic Pretty bows, and these little flaps on the side which you can pin. I'll show you that once we see the back of the dress where it's a little bit more easy. But going down, the design of the dress is more or less just the same. You can see the print here, and other than just some differences in color, it's pretty much exactly the same. Also do keep in mind that the straps on this cut, the special set, are different than the regular JSK, which has more standard straps. This one doesn't really have like real straps, it's sort of just like a slot where you put your arm in, so keep that in mind as well. On the bottom of the dress, you can see that same leopard print, but this time the spots are more of an orange color instead of black, and the gems are slightly different colors as well. They're a little bit more light colored on this colorway, and the lace at the bottom is the same. Here is a full view of the front of the dress. So looking at the back of the dress, you can see a little bit more clearly that these are not your typical JSK straps, so again, if you want a more standard strap, you might want to go ahead and get the regular JSK. There's also corset lacing on the back, and it looks like there's a little bit of shearing in there, but there is not much. You use this zipper to get in. I hope you can see it clearly here. There's a zipper. And here's the part where you can kind of like pin that little like flap to the one that's on the back of the dress. So I just want to show that for you guys. And it's the same on the other side as well. The waist ties have a little bit of damage. This dress was also purchased secondhand, so keep in mind that your dress will hopefully not look like this if you choose to pick up Loyal Rosette as well. Other than that, the print on the back is the same as the front, as mentioned previously. And here is a full view of the back of the dress. So now we can take a look at the print, and I decided to do them back to back like this so you could really just take note of the difference in color. So the colors are pretty much just blue, white, burgundy. It's more of a navy color of blue, and it's pretty much just reversed on the other colorway. So taking a look at these rosettes, they're just these very elegant designs. You can see sort of like a crown in between these two different rosettes right here. And I really love like the fleur-de-lis motif that they have for this dress. It's really like interesting and unique. And I personally love fleur-de-lis as an icon. They're all over my city specifically. So whenever I can see them on the dress, I think that's just gorgeous. So continuing here, we have like a little angelic pretty, sort of like the same look of the waist ties that sort of separates the different aspects of the print. So we can see more different designs right here. Like these look like badges like in military, and it has a unicorn at the bottom, which I love. And there's also like just different crests as well. This one has angelic pretty and a phrase that it appears to be in Latin. I was going to look up what it means, so if I end up looking up what it means, I'll put it on the screen. But if not, I just think that's a really interesting detail. There's another unicorn in here on this rosette, which says Royal Pony Club, and then it says Best in Specialty Show, which is amazing. If only we could have things like this on more normal attire. I think that's just very quirky and cute. And so there's another separation, and once we get back over here, you see that crown again. This is pretty much where we started. So we have those same designs from before, that crown in the center of the rosette with the burgundy and the white and the blue. And looking more specifically down at the bottom of the dress is this crown pattern with the fleur-de-lis at the top and the gems. So there's like black, blue, and red. So those are pretty much like the main colors on this colorway. They're a little bit more dark, which suits the more like dark colored plaid print that is used here on the blue colorway, and I think that's just a great assortment of colors chosen here. It just looks so regal and beautiful, and I love it. So taking a look in contrast, the colors, like I said, are pretty much reversed on the red colorway, but there is like a little bit of like green, it seems, on this one as well. It's not on the other colorway. So again, we're taking a look at those same rosettes. They're more or less the same. We still have the gold AP here, but here we can see on this angelic pretty badge, this one is green and blue, and there's also the gold accent. So gold accents is pretty much the same on both. You can see the angelic pretty that goes down the middle is blue in the center here, whereas on the other one it was burgundy. And more or less everything, like I said, is pretty much the same, but just like the colors are like inverted. So again, it will really be up to you if you are planning on picking up this dress in either these two colorways or the other two colorways of green and brown, which one you prefer based on just like how you like the details. It may not matter to you that much either. Maybe the main colorway is what's more important to you, like it is for me. I personally just like the navy, but if you really like the red and green details here that like aren't on the other one, or you like the reverse look of like more red than blue, then you may be able to pick up this colorway if you prefer, or one of the other two colorways based on the colors that they're using. Again, it's really up to you. I just wanted to show them back to back to sort of show like, we always talk about like the prints on angelic pretty dresses and how I think sometimes their color choices are not the best and they don't really change enough per different colorways, but I think they did a really good job here. I think they did enough to sort of differentiate the colors so that they stand out and the print pops out on both colorways. And that's really what I like to see, you know, with these different types of dresses. I really like to see the colorway change. Hey guys, very quick correction. I spend a whole lot of time here talking about the different colors at the bottom of this dress, but I guess this happened in the wash or with the bleach or something. So the same thing that happened with the waist ties must have happened at the bottom of the dress. These colors are not accurate to what you would see if you purchased the special set or any of the versions of the dress. It will always be black and more darker colored. So apologies for that misunderstanding. This is not accurate. I also happen to have the head bows for both of these dresses. I really want the beret, but unfortunately I've never been able to get my hands on it. One thing of note that I didn't notice until I did this review, which is why these are always helpful, is that there's more of a like ribbon with the bow on the regular head bow that you can see here. This is what comes with the normal version of the dress, but there is no ribbon on the special set one. So if you really like that ribbon, perhaps you may want to pick up the other version because it's really big and noticeable here. It's also possible that I'm not paying attention and maybe it's just folded up. on the red colorway, and I'm just being stupid here, but it looks like it's just like the navy and then like just the simple bow behind it. I don't think it's folded up here, so that's interesting. But again, you can also usually, like, if you're buying secondhand, you can usually like buy these things separate. So again, if it were up to me, I would have just got the beret. But do keep that in mind if you want to get the head bow, that it does appear that they're a little bit different. And here's a full look at both of them. And here are both of the dresses and both of the head bows side by side. Lolita Rosette is one of those dresses that I really like because it's not like blatantly classic, but it definitely has a more classy feel than just being like straight up sweet. Most people say that Lolita Rosette does still categorize as sweet though, since classic is really specific in the way that it looks and the way that it's made. So most people say that it's not, you know, true classic, but if you want something that's classic passing, I would definitely recommend Lolita Rosette. It's such a gorgeous piece, and I especially love the long-sleeved OP cut, but all of the cuts are really nice. Thanks for watching, and tune in for more Lolita dress reviews in the future.